There we go.
There we
Live.
go. Cool. So,
Almost makes me want to say live from New York. It's Saturday night.
yes. Right, well, I'll tell you what. If we're going to do that, I'll do one on here as well. I don't know what I'm doing. I click that one. Yeah, because I weirdly did a TikTok earlier. So, how is Sean?
Sean's good. We were just talking right before this that there's lots on the go, and of course, certain emails have come out to certain people, and which sounds ominous and mysterious, and we'll get to that in a minute. But it's oddly busy.
Yeah,
Typically beginning of August, people are, at least in this part of the world, ready to make their last getaway and get ready because school will be starting up soon and so on and so forth, especially if they have kids. And it's just steady. It just keeps coming in. So
yeah,
why not?
exactly. But yeah, it feels weird because we were on the traveling hypnotist podcast the other day.
That's right. We were on. That was yesterday, wasn't it?
Yes, was
Like
that
almost
yesterday?
24 hours ago.
It feels like it's all blurred into one. But yeah, the traveling hypnotist podcast. Dan does a great job of just literally the magazine, his podcast is everything. The guy works really, really hard for the hypnosis community. So big shout out to him. And it's his conference in just over a month,
That's right. So Michigan is coming up September 11th,
September the 11th. Yeah.
9/11. So fly there 9/10, and you're good. Um,
Yes.
too soon? I don't know.
Well, last year it was a slightly different date, obviously, but I flew into New York on 9/11, and the flights via New York on that date were particularly competitive. So, yeah, whereas this year it's not the same. So that is I say a shame. It's not a shame, but it is what it is.
Yeah, all good. I got a few people joining in here. We're just getting rolling with the news. Somebody asked if they can use their iPhone in school. If it's a good spirit school, not necessarily. You'll have to check with your school.
Oh,
There we go.
there we go.
They probably know I'm a teacher, or I've been in their school with the little robots or doing some coding and robotics with them, and,
Uh,
and it's all good.
there
Yeah.
must be some great transferable skills from being a teacher to being a stage hypnotist.
Well, see, my career path was kind of, I won't say it was uh, out there, but it was a little different than the regular school teacher. So I came from McDonald's land,
Yeah.
and I call that my first career because I spent almost 10 years at McDonald's as a manager, trainer, hiring manager. So I learned a lot of business operations and process from McDonald's.
Yeah.
Then I did get to be a teacher. Had a great time with middle years kids. People say you have to out crazy the crazy when you're with the middle years kids. Well, that was never a problem with me. I mean, the worst student I ever had, and she knows this. It was my sister, um, the one that wouldn't listen. Right.
Yeah.
So it's like, okay, well, whatever. I'm not gonna belabor the issue. And then when I came here to Yorkton, that was in 1998. There was always a technical aspect. So it's halftime technical support for the high school, and then it became this local school division, and then as the government pushed things together, then it was the larger school division and full time technical. And so I was out of the classroom for a great many years, and now back on the education side as the only digital learning consultant now in Good Spirit School Division. My counterpart retired this year,
Nice.
so and good on her. Her and I spent 20 plus years, you know, building everything that we use now. So
Yeah.
uh,
Wow.
from a digital perspective, but the big thing is the skills that get transferred are always the same: dealing with people,
Yes.
understanding people, looking for how do we help somebody get better at X, Y, or Z.
Yeah.
We've got somebody who's unhappy here. How do we, support them in a way that isn't condescending and actually build them up? It's always been about people, even though it's mostly been about, process, technology, business. Uh, you know, the people aspect never goes away.
Yeah. Yeah. I always say it's like it's all communication.
Yeah.
Whether it's communication to yourself or communication with other people, communicating with teams, it's all communication. It's all hypnosis is.
Yeah. So, in terms of bringing that around to, is this a great fit? Yeah, this is communicating with people, understanding where they're at and where they want to get to, and then creating a program to help them get there.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, or as they say
So
to my
yeah.
students, I use my buddy Al, algorithm.
Oh, I love it. I love it. I love it.
Yeah,
So yes, let's get into it. Phrases now you see. Well, I say phrases now you see me live. I mean, it's not just phrases, but Fraser Penman is flying the flag for hypnosis in the Now You See Me Live, which is in London at the moment.
that
This
looks
looks
like an absolutely,
spectacular.
yeah, it looks like an absolutely stellar show. I've seen the reviews that have been posted, not just by Fraser, but by a wide variety of people, and yeah, it seems to be a really great. Um, it's well, it'd be really great for a lot of reasons, but you get magic, you get hypnosis, you get all kinds of good stuff, all I don't want to say too much together, but all combined into
Mm,
a really top notch professional production.
yeah, yeah, absolutely. And again, any shows that promote hypnosis in such a positive way like this is going to do, it's blowing audiences' minds. It's good for all of us as hypnotists. So well done to Fraser for that. And what an amazing experience to be doing that as well. So hats off to Fraser for that.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. And Fraser's still one of those guys that I want to get on Hypnosis Hero podcast at some point. Maybe when he's on hiatus.
Yes, yes, yes. Cool beans. I don't know why it says Brian Bay on there, but the
I
Michigan
think this was supposed to
International.
be Dan was toying with name tags. That's where this came
Ah, right.
from. So,
So the Michigan International Hypnosis Conference. We are weeks away from this in Detroit at the Hollywood Casino on Greek Street. Wow, that's
yeah,
good to
and
remember that.
if you haven't made your final travel arrangements or you still need the hotels or whatever, get on it now
Yeah, absolutely.
because you're in the final stretch.
Yeah. So we're looking forward to that one. I will be there flying the flag for PHS. But yeah, it's a great lineup of speakers, some great people there as well. And Dan has some of the best. Right, bear in mind, I've not won a raffle prize of Dan's yet, to be fair.
I
Uh,
wonder, is
yeah,
is the system anti-British?
it could be. It could be. I'm going to call racism when I'm there. Like, I've not won it because I'm British.
That's right.
Uh, but yeah, so he has some fantastic raffle prizes. And so I'm really looking forward to that this year.
Yeah, and you're teaching certification mini.
Yeah, so I'm doing an impromptu class and a class on impromptu, not an impromptu class. So I'm really looking forward to that as well. Um, it's always nice as a non-teacher, but it's always nice to pass on skills, not just talking about hypnosis, but actually, demonstrating and getting other people to do it as well.
There we go. There, Tommy Giordano joining us. And you're absolutely right because both conferences focus on really providing good value for the money that you actually spend
Yeah,
going to the conference. And in in both cases, and Tommy will be the first one, I'm sure, to agree with this. The people that you actually get to sit with, connect with, learn from, they can really change the course of where you're going.
yeah, 100%. It's yeah. I must admit, Michigan is one of my favourite conferences. To be fair, it is really great. And oh, he drops my microphone. And Tommy is one of my favourite people. He's a fantastic hypnotist, a great guy, and definitely worth spending time with. So yeah, yeah,
Yeah, I cannot dispute that at all.
yeah. Whilst we're over that part of the world, the that's not showing up very well. The Canadian Hypnosis Conference.
There we go. I just saw online that they have released their speakers,
Nice.
and it is the leadoff speaker is the Karen Hand. Hang on,
Hold the line, caller.
yeah, we'll get there. Wow, we're live on like so many channels.
Yeah.
Here we go. Yep, Karen Hand is leading off. Hypnosis happens, eyes closed or open.
Awesome.
That is her topic. And I also know that Tommy is speaking there. Dan, of course, is supporting and speaking there. Richard Cole. So
Got
there
Jeff
are a
Bennett.
few people at the Canadian conference that have been to PHS as well. Again, another conference that is independent but still offers some really great value. And
Yeah,
Toronto in October, like I said, I've said this many times. It's a cool city to visit almost any time of the year, but in October, you start getting fall colors. Things start changing. Because seasons and they happen. But Niagara Falls is always there. There's lots of historical uh, stops to make along the way if you're somebody who's into trying to take a look at how the city developed and so on and so forth. The CN Tower is there. At one time was the world's largest, tallest freestanding structure. Again, lots of history there. If you're into the financial district, you can make your way down to Bay Street and watch a mini Wall Street in action during the day.
wow.
Yeah, just all kinds of cool stuff. So their city hall is actually I don't know if say a former castle, but it was definitely a historical building that housed lots of different things. I think at one time it was military barracks and so on and so forth. But all kinds of good stuff in Toronto to see. And that's in addition to the conference. So, and we've said this many times before, any conference you go to, spend a day before, a day after, or
Yeah,
maybe two. It's still considered a write off
yeah,
if you're there. But there's always something else to see besides the conference.
yeah. Absolutely. I saw a great post earlier from Attila when he talks about his retirement from performing hypnosis.
Yep.
Um, and what a story! What a story! And what a great guy as well. And so I believe he's going to be at Michigan and at PHS as well.
Yeah, and just a really great guy. Like
Mm,
we met him a couple of years ago now at PHS, and just a really he still even though he is not performing, he still cares about the industry and the
yeah,
profession and the professionalism that stage hypnosis and stage hypnotists uh, need to have
yeah.
to be able to say yes. You know what? I'm oh, you right
Oh,
there, Grant?
yep. I'm just dropping everything all the time.
You
No,
know what? I think gravity might just work differently over there.
I think it does. Have you heard the conspiracy theory that gravity? We're going to lose gravity for 7 seconds in August.
Well, then I will just be that much lighter.
Exactly, exactly. Speaking of being light, Hypnosis Hero.
Yeah,
How are we looking for that? Yeah, I know you guys on a summer break.
yeah,
Just
we
starting out
are,
for
and you should start seeing some announcements coming out next week about anybody who wants to actually speak, be a guest. Brian and I still have a couple of logistics to make sure we've got taken care of, but I believe if we go through the regular number of speakers, that would be about 22 speakers
Wow.
required for 22 guests that we could host on the podcast, assuming that we keep the same format.
Yeah.
And there's no plans to make any major changes, but at some point there's going to be what's the word I want to use? We're going to want to make sure that we branch out into other areas. Let's put
Mm.
it that way. Yes, I've mentioned Spotify and Apple Podcasts and whatnot. We'll get there. Dan actually showed me what he does to get his stuff going, and it's a lot less complicated than I thought it was. But even beside that, we also know that we're going to be using the Hypnosis Hero podcast for PHS and promoting the speakers. So there will be some extra podcasts coming along for that as well. So uh, Brian and I just want to make sure we've got a schedule kind of lined up so that we know when we can do those extra podcasts.
Yeah. Mm. Just I was just changing it. I was doing a live on YouTube as well, but I'd set it to private. Cool. Yeah. So obviously, the big news this week has to be Hypno Thoughts as well. They've changed their well, they've changed everything.
Yep. So the move is from hey Paulette. The move is from Las Vegas to Atlanta.
Yeah.
It is now in November, not July. Um,
Yeah, Scott put out a video, and it was quite interesting. They did it like one thanking everyone for their support and the people that have pre-registered for Hypno Thoughts 2027 already, which was a great number. But also that he's kind of said, listen, we're rebuilding the conference in Atlanta. It will be different. It will be, they can deliver more for the delegates. So that'll be really exciting. November's a better time for us performers to get over there. So looking forward to that. It makes that autumn quite a good time conference wise. There's lots of stuff to get over for.
yeah, there again you can hit the Michigan conference in September, the Canadian conference in October, and then November you can go someplace where you might avoid some of the change in the seasons, shall we say?
Yes.
And Atlanta. When you think about it, Atlanta is still, as far as the airlines are concerned, a major hub in the United States. So
Yeah.
if you're an international traveler or if you're flying, there are likely direct flights from most areas heading straight into Atlanta. If not, you might have a stay over in like Denver or Chicago or something like that, and maybe New York as you're coming in. But if you can get a direct flight to Atlanta, you could probably do it from a lot of different areas. So
Yeah.
again, location wise, that would check out. And if I know Scott, like I know Scott, when he says he's rebuilding something, he's probably taking everything right down to the very beginning, and it says, okay, this worked, this didn't,
Yeah.
this worked, this worked, and then from there he would start building on some of the good things that they've already done and adding a few more things.
Yeah. Speaking of awesome conferences,
Something that we ourselves, the one thing you want to do as a conference organizer is get better.
yeah,
So this year we had some feedback, we've capitalized on it, and we ourselves have a big announcement.
yeah. Oh, sorry, I just had a message come through. Yeah, it's really excited. So the schedule is well, the schedule is together. Are we not saying locked yet?
It is close to being locked, as Dan would
Yeah.
say.
So if you did apply for this, then do check your inbox, check your spam folder. You should have something from us. Get back to us as quickly as you can. The sooner you do that, the sooner we can start promoting you as a presenter as well. But yeah, it's looking like a standout, a stellar year for PHS. Really excited for it.
Yeah, and the big thing to know is that as fast as you get back to us, the faster we, like Grant said, the faster we can start promoting you. But
Yeah,
5 days from now, I think it is,
5 days from now. Yeah, I
we
should.
will be releasing our speaker lineup.
Yes. Let me just. That's not there. It's
I
not
think I
there.
saw it on Facebook.
Yes, I'm literally going to find the image now and post it, which would make sense. Yeah, so 5 days from today, which means I think that lands on Sunday. Does it land on Sunday for you, Sean?
No, I think that lands on Monday for me.
Monday. Monday, of course. Yeah, it's Monday. I think that's why. So yeah, Monday. So yeah, a great way. I think that's because we've got a planning meeting on Sunday night, so we can make sure everything is ticked and crossed and everything is good.
Yep, never hurts to proofread.
That's true. One of the venues that I work with, the one that had the problems with this last week, they've got an area on their decking that's got some outside bar areas, some outside entertainment, and they've got an ice cream parlor there, which they have called the Scoop Deck. Um, but somebody
Well,
in their infinite wisdom um, didn't proofread it, and on the cups it says Scoop Dick. So that's being redone as we speak. Apparently, they put an apology out this afternoon. So yeah,
yeah, that unfortunately does happen more often than people think.
yes. Well, especially with AI being what it is these days, it's easy to not proofread, and then you realise there was a giant mistake there, and so you've got to undo it. So yeah, all is good. But yeah, I'm super excited for PHS this year.
Yep,
Um, I think
and
we are more organised. Um, we've got Brian helping us. Um, so yeah,
yep, we'll even have new tech there, believe it or not.
yes, yeah,
Uh, and again, being one of the only conferences that does live stream everything, having the tech in line and working and tested and
yeah,
ready to go in advance is a huge thing. We've got a couple other components that will be making sure uh, get to Vegas along with us, so that regardless of what kind of device you're using, we should be able to accommodate a presentation of some sort.
yes. And again, each time we're getting better and better with that. So exciting stuff. Cool
All
beans.
good.
That is it for me.
Yeah, I think that's everything that I've got on this side. And like I said, it's been steady all the way through.
Yeah,
And doesn't really seem to have slowed down. Sometimes you get that lull in the summer, and
yeah,
been a little lull this year. So
yeah. I
uh,
must admit, it is a bit crazy. Right, home time for me, Sean. Absolute pleasure. I shall see
yeah,
you on Sunday.
yes. Till we see each other again, take care, stay well,
Be
be
awesome.
awesome. Good night, everybody, and we'll